let's go ahead and get into this deal, man. Appreciate y'all coming in, 98 and climbing in the building. We're not opening the phone lines till we get to, let's see here, 112, because that's where the players dwell. Shout out to my dog 12. 112 likes. Let's get 112 likes. We open up the phone line. How about that?
I like it.
Let's add pressure. We put pressure on the Canes. Well, doggone it, I'm putting pressure on the Cane fans. 112 likes in the building. We open up the phone lines. We'll get it in. All right. Also, let me go through this right quick as I do always. The box score: the Canes win 41-7. Scored in every quarter. Wolfpack did not get into their territory until the fourth quarter, till the youngsters got in. I don't know if you saw the graphic on the screen they put up there. Now, that is what you call total team domination, offense and defense. But the Canes put up 581 yards to their 149, 367 passing to their 120, 214 rushing to their 29. And we're going to talk about this rushing attack because somebody said they can't get outside when you're in shotgun. SD. But anyway,
okay.
8.3 yards of play versus 3 yards of play. 28 first downs to their 9. Bro, amazing. We had the one fumble that we gave up, the first one all season. You know, bang, bang play. It happens. But they had 2 interceptions. Shout out to Jacoby Thomas, man. Pick 6 on the building. Also, another great interception. Took that thing back, and we had over 10 minutes plus differential when it came to time of possession. You know, I'm going to always ask you this. One word response to this game, 12.
I was about to say that to you. Needed.
Mine would be, I don't want to say domination. That's low-hanging fruit.
We always say that. That's why I could have said that too. Needed.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
About time.
About time.
About time. One word. About time. About time. God, Lee Canes.
Expound on it.
This is exactly what this Cane fan base has been talking about.
Absolutely.
We played games close. We played games close.
Absolutely.
North Carolina State came in here, 15-point underdog. Damn, Vegas be on something, even though they probably lost their pants off. But regardless, you know, a lot of people were shaking in their boots with this North Carolina State, seeing that they did beat a VTech. A Georgia Tech. Seeing that they did play teams tough. So we thought we were going to get a tougher opponent. But this goes to show you. And look at the penalties. I didn't even get to that. The penalties. We still had 8 penalties for 75 yards. Still had 8 penalties for 75 yards. We got to clean that up. They only had 4 for 30, you know. But doggone, Canes. Once you push that bar up, you can never let it go back down. And this is what I was excited to see. Man, I'm watching the game. I'm looking at this complete domination, man. They got in a trick bag, right? Literally, all type of trick plays going on, man. Right? Left and right, up and down.
Hey, man, they have so many. We have so many tricks, man. I thought they was on 79.
Well, it's OBT up here in Orlando.
I know OBT on Blossom Trail. I thought it had so many tricks. I thought it was on 79. You know how we do. But let me say this. Let me add to that, Coach. You're right. And the reason why I said needed is because this is what, to tag along to what you're saying, we needed this as a fan base. We needed this as an organization. We needed this as a team. And to come in on senior day to put a complete game on the table like this is what we want. This is how we want our team to play. And can I put the exclamation point on this statement right here? They looked like they had fun doing it, Coach.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Man, the coaches that were having fun. Scott on the sideline giving massages. Pause. To Shannon Dawson. Dawson laughing, giggling like he a little schoolgirl having fun, like somebody passed him a note. You know what I mean? So we out there having fun, and that's the best part of it. And what I saw today is that when we play our best game, and our best game is coached as well, it's a two-way street. Tackling superb, play calling excellent, execution excellent. You know, we were great out at the end. Penalties, yeah, we had some penalties. The fumble, yeah. But when you're winning and you're doing it to that level and the dominance we had today, you can overcome stuff like that when you're
Like the penalties,
playing.
yeah.
Yes, you can overcome that when you're playing ahead. And I'll say this. I said it in the pregame, and I'm going to say it again. Today, we paid Carson Beck $4 million, and he made $1 million of it today. I give him his credit. He made some money today. I thought he'd been stealing. He'd been point shaving a little bit, stealing some money. I give him $1 million a day. Let's see how he can do through the next couple of games. But sometimes when you get into the playoffs, and if we get in, I think we will, hopefully, fingers crossed, it ain't about what your record is. It's about how hot you are, right? So if we get in this thing and be hot, who knows what can happen? Who knows, man? Hey, shout out to the rest in peace, Coach Jack, Duck Gummit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coach Jack would say, man. Shout out to rest in peace, Jack, man. You know how that's a full game, man, and I'm proud of him because we hard on them, and I'm gonna tell everybody, 1,200%. We hard on them. We gonna give it to them raw. Pause. But when they do their thing, we gonna say they did their thing. They tail feather, and we good.
We good, man. Listen, and to your point, we hard on them when we supposed to be, but we giving just as much praise today because
Absolutely.
I have, other than the fumble, I mean, it happens. I mean, I think somebody in the Discord, shout out to the Discord, y'all boys and ladies was in there rocking today. Coach was in the passenger seat, just sitting back, chilling, listening to y'all. Man, they talked about everything from doggone uniform colors to penalty or whatever. They was going in, but anyhow. To that very point, man, I really hate somebody asked me what you gonna put on the ugly, coach, for the good, bad, and ugly. I just looking at off the cuff, maybe that last touchdown that they scored, of course, all touchdowns go in the ugly, and the fumble. So be prepared to only see 2 plays in the ugly, right? That's it. That's all I can say. And they did exactly what I talked about in the pregame, making the quarterback play under duress, man. Right? He was under so much stress and strain. Like I say, these pro scouts, when they look at Mesidor and they look at Bain's tape, right? A lot of it is not stat worthy, but it's down show NFL draft worthy. And I saw a great graphic. Bain is the number 1 defensive end prospect. Mesidor is the number 2 defensive end prospect coming. Man, how great is that, bro? How great is it?
It's phenomenal. Shout out at Rocky. What's up, Rocky? Good to see V No Bag 12. Yeah, I took it off last week. I had to slip it off. I mean, I'm in my bag today. I had to slip it off. I had to take it off fast because they played well last week. But no,
just do your thing.
I want to keep it off. Man, listen, defense, man. Lord have mercy. My goodness. Hey, they were talking so much trash. They say Hellerman may ride. They're talking about he may get some shine as a head coach. Hey, them boys was balling, man, and tackling. Oh my goodness. And coach, you said something earlier. The next player up. Oh, number 8 look like number 8 reminded me. This defense let me tell you, it reminded me of some old school defenses. Yeah. And once the defense bring a touchdown to the party, 2 weeks in a row. If the defense keep playing like that, man, the sky's the limit. So, man, I ain't see too much that I could say I didn't like. It's a praise party right now. And I ain't talking about.
The only thing I can say, was the special teams touchdown, but I ain't really tripping.
It's a praise party, and we ain't talking about Kirk Franklin. It's coaching 12. Stomp. That's what we gave him. We gave him a stomp.
The third bad one might be the missed field goal. But anyway, Carson Beck was 21 for 27 for 291 and 3 touchdowns, bro.
Yeah. They called one back.
Yeah, they did. That was a pretty throw too, bro.
And the okie doke. They gave him an okie doke. So let's kind of discuss Carson. Everything, and I don't know, and you tell me as a coach. Sometimes they say, and that's that 2-part that you can answer after I made the statement. Sometimes they say coaches don't listen to the noise. They don't listen to what other people say or what pundits say. Hold that thought when I come back to this. But Carson Beck, I thought he did a lot of things right. First thing he did, he didn't throw to the other team. Let's clap it up for Carson Beck. He didn't throw to the other team.
Yeah, clap it up. There we go, baby.
The second thing I thought he did well, he moved around in the pocket really decent. He instead of taking sacks. He moved. He ran a little bit. He did just enough. He did just enough of the Peyton Manning late in his career to get to move around the rush, throw the ball, and he threw some pretty passes today. So again, I'm gonna give Carson Beck his credit today, and this team goes as Carson goes. And I said in the pregame show, this is the time he has to step up, and if he could build off the performance tonight, we should be all right. But so my point to you, Coach, is do you guys listen to the outside noise? Because what I want to say is a lot of the things that the fans that the chat been talking about, open up the playbook, using Malachi as a weapon. This young man is a weapon, man. He is a weapon, right? He's a stealth. If he was a military, he would be a stealth. He's glide. He can do everything. Shout out to the vets out there. Happy belated Veterans Day. He'll be a stealth. And to see him Dawson even try some of these plays, I'm impressed. Because sometimes those are the things you have to do to win the big games. And guess what it does now? It gives you practice. What can he do? What can he do? What's his limitations at quarterback? If we put him in the Wildcat, you got to tip your hat to Dawson. I would have given him a massage too if that was my coach. Pause.
So to answer your question, typically you don't, right? Typically you don't listen to the noise. But regardless of, Coach Cristobal call it rat poison, Nick Saban call it rat poison. But typically some of that stuff does seep in, right? It just does. It's natural because you're being bombarded with it, especially in the social media era. And we could clearly see that in our offense. We clearly can see that Shannon Dawson was annoyed in regards to the questions being asked at post conferences and game conferences and stuff. And he started doing some of those things. And it's kind of one of those things like, dang, Coach, you'd have just did it for them other two games, man. We would have to wait for nobody else to lose. However, he did listen. But for the most part, no, you don't necessarily listen to the crowd noise because they're not there all day, every day, in practice, out of practice, in meetings, so forth and so on. But I guess it could give Coach Shannon Dawson some credit because he did listen. Like I said earlier in a couple of shows, I broke down where Coach Shannon Dawson was talking about not getting outside and the ball hitting back, A-gap, and so forth. And I said he was a little disingenuous in kind of describing that. But guess what? He sure found a way with Pringle, the type of back you have, the different kind of guys you got running the ball. It may be just a mindset because those balls have different paths, and you clearly could see the different paths that they were taking. And Pringle was doing some great gashing tonight, and that's where I want to go tonight as well. Who is that masked man, Twill? Who is
Which
Pringle?
one? Bro.
Pringle. Gerard Pringle. He was toting the rock tonight. I didn't even see Jordan Lyle at all, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he dinged up again. I don't know.
Let's just say this. I say we did a whole can of Pringles in the pregame show, and we got 2 cans of Pringles. And I will say this. We spoke about in the previous post game a shifty type of running back, a running back who is a little bit more complete. And I think Pringle, number one, he's hungry. He came off the practice squad, bro. You know how hard that is? So we know one thing we know about practice squad players. If you ever play football in the practice squad, it's almost like the dummy line. And what I mean is it's a crash dummy line. So that means they put you on the team, a scout team, because they want you to play someone else. They want to crash you. They want you to do different things, simulate different players. And so you're going up against the first team defense, and sometimes you're not even prepared for that. So it shows me that he has a lot. He has a lot of confidence, and he's not a coward. And then to work his way up and get into the game, he earned it. I'm looking at him. He hit. You have some running backs who got to wait for a bigger crease. He hit the small crease right in between. He slid in between, real smooth, right? He can do that. And then he has a nice speed, and he's hard to bring down as well. A lot of times, second and third defenders bring him down, not on contact in the beginning. So I like what he's doing. I like that they made the change and just threw him in there. We have talent on that football team. And so, I didn't see Jordan Lyles, but guess what? Brown and Pringle seem to be doing all right. What's going to happen now when Fletch come in? Do you ride the hot hand? But we have a good stable, and I would ride Pringle as the main back until we can't ride him no more.
Well, I'll say this. I mean, we did see Marty Brown tonight. I think he's a very good running back. He's pleasantly surprising to this team.
Yes.
Here's the difference in Pringle that Marty Brown nor does Mark Fletcher possess.
Okay.
That burst, that change of speed, right? That noticeable change of speed. That's what a burst is. I've seen Pringle kind of skip step, and when he see it, he put his foot in the ground, and he already in third gear. You know, Fletcher put him on the stretcher, as they say, get behind his pad. That's not a bad thing, guys. Like I said, just because we say left doesn't mean we don't like right. But you use a knife to cut, you use a screwdriver to screw. But you know what I'm saying. You got to use the right tool for the right job. You understand what I'm saying? And I always tell people 90% of a job are the tools that you need, right? We can always get into a locked door, but if I had a key, it's super simple. I could go in there with a hammer and knock it down, but it's always different tools. And that's what I liked about it. I would love to see going forward. I believe Mark Fletcher definitely still needs to run the ball for this program. Marty Brown needs to run the ball for this program, but Pringle needs to run the ball for this program. Even Jordan Lyle. Why? And people say, well, coach, not by committee. Well, to your point, depends on the tool in which you need and the opponent in which you're playing. If I need more Pringle than I need Fletcher, well, then that's what it is. But if I need more Fletcher than I need Pringle, then that's what it is. But I thought he was gonna pop a couple, man. He was so close.
He was close.
I'm on the edge of the seat, like, damn.
He was close.
Damn.
He'll get the cherry pop.
Yeah, he's showing up.
He'll pop one.
But real quick, man, let me give the love to the quick two-toe nose.
Yeah, gas one.
Andy Raphael for the $2. Offense different with them /speed backs. Yes, offense does look different, right? And I love the fact that we are pulling more. I love the fact that we are pulling guys. And I don't know if I should say this out loud, but hell, if the opponent coach can't see this, then they ain't worth they salt. I love the fact that Shannon Dawson has found a way to get around the Brockemeyer issue. What is the Brockemeyer issue? The penetration piece. So what did he do? Instead of pulling the backside guard, he pulls Brockemeyer. That's genius. If he can't withstand the down block, he can't hold it. Well, he's athletic, right? Okay, well, let's pull him instead. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it, man. And I really appreciate, you know what I mean, a guy that does that. Thank you for the $2, Raphael. Top Flight says, let Tony throw everything 15 plus yards. Appreciate it. And Dabo Ham for the 49. I'm Gar Smoker. Oh, Gar Smoker in the fantasy. He says out playoff race is tight. V12 my kryptonite. So you playing Gar Smokers?
Yeah, I got it's a tough battle in these playoffs, cuz everybody come prepared. So good luck to you, bro. We rocking and rolling. It's a fun time. I've been clicking back and forth. I need to check my phone soon, see what we're looking at right now. It's good times, right, man. Yeah.
Well, guess what? These Kane fans done stepped up and stepped out and stepped on that like button. I said I needed 112. They got 116 already. So y'all done pushed the bar up. Next show is going to be 150. But anyway, so we're going to open the phone line here in a little bit, but let's talk a little bit more about the receivers.
Shout out to Rohan Marley at the game.
Oh, Rohan. Hey, and also, shout out. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all go check out U-Talk. They actually had Rohan Marley on the show. I want to say last night. Okay. So they had him on the show that night. My man D, Larry Frank. Man, y'all go check them boys out, man. They had Rohan Marley on there with Melvin Bratton. Man, great show last night. Go check it out. I think he was talking about how he met Lauryn Hill and all this stuff, man. So he was feeling
shout out. You know, that's home team.
What else that boy had? That boy had
he had that Sensi. Give me the Sensi.
Yeah, that boy had that.
He had that gar for the smokers, huh? He had that fat gar. Shout out to
Ganja. That boy had that. Bye in a bati boy. Anyway, shout out. Hey, y'all go check out U-Talk, man. I think LMV will throw that in the chat. LMV, much love to you, baby. But let's talk receivers right quick.
Yeah.
We found 10 ball catches. We won't all call them receivers because we had balls right there. But we had wide receivers, we had running backs. Marion, Moore, Tony, Trader, Pringle, Carr, Lofton, Bowman, Upshaw, and Brown. All of those caught passes. with my man being out. Daniels is out. Daniels being out. I think that is what had to be. Of course, we know Malachi Tony had 5 for 54, but Keelan Marion had 7 for 96 off in there. What's your thoughts on the receivers, man?
Yeah, I like, that's how you got to spread them. How we used to spread them, coach. Spread them wide, spread them thick, spread them fat. You know what I mean? It don't matter. Just spread it. Spread it up the middle. Spread it on the edge. And that's what we just got to find a way to spread the ball around. And that's what we did. We spread the ball around. We do have a talented core of receivers. And what I'm happy about is Carson Beck. Yes, sometimes we know who to go to is Malachi, but today he did look around and find several different receivers. And I don't think, if I can recall, I don't think we had a drop today. I could be wrong. I haven't seen a drop today. I could be wrong, but it didn't stand out. So I didn't see any drops, and he had that many receivers. So the passes were incomplete. That don't mean they were dropped, but I'm not really sure. But no, I like the receiving core led by Malachi. Marion steps up. 15 comes in the game. He catches a pass. He gets his first touchdown of the game. 9 gets his first touchdown of the game. Yep, Lofton gets first touchdown. And I appreciate it. And what this does for us as you move on is that everyone gets experience. Everyone gets a chance to have touches in a high pressure situation. And I think that goes well for our team as we move forward. So I'm happy. I think we have a solid core, and anyone can step in at any time and make a play.
No, 100%. Oh, Lofton did have one. I think it was on that screenplay or something like that. He had that drop. But
okay.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Got it.
Right there, man, is the U Talk Rohan Marley clip. Thank you, LMV.
And he had tight end, so I don't count him as a receiver, but yeah.
I got you. See, often. Awesome. All right, real quick. Well, speaking of tight ends, man, we have a guy catch one. I still think that's an area, and I know Lofton is listed as a tight end on paper. I don't believe he's a tight end. He's more of that H-back. He's that hybrid, that kind of in-between guy. I would love to see him get the ball sometime. I want to see what he do with the ball in his hand, because we literally saw him play running back when he first got here. He carried the ball out the backfield. Like I said, there's so many different things you could do with this man. And I hate that we dropped 2 games in order to get it done. But as we said, they love us long time. They want the Hurricanes to be in.
Yeah,
they want us to be in the spot.
I'm seeing some things in the chat like we're done. I don't quite share that same sentiment, even though Alabama won. What I think the committee wants to see is sometimes they want a dark horse. They want to see who's hot coming. And I think this game actually solidifies us as number 11 or 12 in the playoff spot. I really do. And if we went out, this thing still needs to be sorted out. The other games is going to happen. So, yeah, just because Alabama won, Alabama, they got games coming up. Like, there are other teams that have games coming up. So this thing is not really sorted out. As long as we do our part, like we did today, we'll be okay. I said, like, they love us long time, right? They love us long time, the committee. They see what's going on down there. They want us in there. So, yeah, took us a little while to get there. Let's keep it up. We play like this, they're not going to say, I don't think they're going to say no to us. ACC probably no.
Yeah.
Playoffs, I think we got a better shot today than we had last week. That's how I look at it.
And to my thing is, and I think, but that's what's kind of funny with Bama losing, right? It's going to push Oklahoma up out of 11 to maybe 9, 7. Bama drops down to 5, 4, 6, 7.
Right.
You kind of smashed it. But again, they only have, I'm looking at here, Alabama only has Eastern somebody. They always play them. I forgot who they playing. Some crap team here at the end. Eastern Illinois, and then they playing Auburn in the Iron Bowl. So that's the only 2 teams they have left. And then Oklahoma has their last 2 games is Missouri and LSU. Maybe somebody could sneak in. A Missouri can sneak in, or LSU. I know probably not likely, but they could sneak in. I think Alabama wins the rest of their games. However, like I said, Texas sitting at 10 right now. even if Texas loses to Georgia, they're not going to go up, right?
Right.
Only thing that's going to hurt us if Texas beats Georgia. Now that's 2 double whammies in there. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I
Right.
think we're right on the cusp again, right?
I think so.
And
Yep.
we got to definitely make it happen. Speaking of that, Clemson beating Louisville last night was a gift, and like I said, I didn't want to do it, but golly, Louisville, if Clemson couldn't give y'all a W, and y'all just didn't take advantage of it, but that's neither here nor there at this point. And then, of course, Florida and Ole Miss is playing right now as we speak, so we'll definitely see. And hold up, Georgia Tech had to hold your breath to beat Boston College.
Yeah, it was some good games.
It was a good game this week. So
yeah,
anyway, real quick, Hatakazui, if I said that right, $4.99. I'm feeling good, Coach. Our freshmen are legit for next year. Mario living up to the recruiting side, and he's getting better on game day decisions. I appreciate that. Also, we got Anthony for the $2. We need Pitt to beat Georgia Tech and VTech to beat UVA. And Slug Bruce, I'm thinking about jumping back into the Kool-Aid. Don't do it. Reconsider. Read some litter. Sure. On the subject. Don't do it. Don't do it just yet, Slug. Don't do it. All right. Let's get on the defensive side as we open up the phone line. Let's hear from the people. 317 people in the building and climbing. Come on, y'all. Can we get to 200 likes? Can we get to 200? Let's get to 200.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's see where we at right now. Can we get to 200? We at 148. Come on, 52 more. We ready to rock and roll. Defensive side of the ball. One word. Talk to me.
Tackling.
In the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Man, were they playing on all cylinders, and we had some key injuries. We had We had Frederick out. We had Scott out. Man, and I thought, I saw Fitzgerald out there. We talked about that. But I can tell you this. Not only that they played, they looked prepared.
Yeah.
They looked prepared. They looked like they knew what NC State was going to do before they snapped the ball. They played fast. They played physical. They attacked the rock. And like you said, 12, they were having fun. Like every play, they was juking, riding, having a good time.
Having a great time. Absolutely. And I was impressed by Scott on the sideline, even though he's out. I saw him in the boot, so hopefully that's not season ending. I saw he had a boot on. He had the boot on, so he's moving around. So it's lower extremity, they were saying. But even Scott, coaching them up, happy for his teammate. And I must say, even Fletch being on the sideline, they're coaching up the team. Like all the guys who are injured, they're cheering on the young guys. They're pouring into them, and that's what it's all about: having fun. Even when Emory Williams went into the game and Carson Beck went out to greet him, everybody's having fun. That's what it's about. That's how you gel as a team. And Carson Beck's having fun with Malachi. They had their little slap, the whole thing. They having fun. So let's do it, man.
I love it, man. Like I say, defensively, I was super excited to watch how they played. They played in unison. They played on the court. Hold up, man. Is this mother out here drinking yak with a straw? What the hell wrong with you?
I'm feeling a little South Beach.
What up?
Ish. I'm feeling a little beachy, cuz. You saw I got my little.
Is that cane juice with a straw?
Feel a little beachy.
My name Tyrone.
Don't get it confused. I feel a little beachy today.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, 862-799-9956-12. Point down right there below you. Let the people know.
Shout out to my truck drivers out there. If y'all on the road, be careful. Call in and holler at us now. If you're on the road, call in. Let us know we checking in at. If you're on I-95, I-595, I-97. If you're on I-20, I-75, move. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Canes out here.
There it is. Some Canes in here. That boy said a little beachy. Haywood said that D-Louisville found a home game. And it was senior night, man. I'm a little shocked. Was Ruben Bain at senior night in year 3?
Yeah, that man, that says a lot. He's very smart. That means he graduated.
Can I say something?
That's that's.
I
Super,
said
that's,
this when
that's
Reuben Bain came to high school, and I told Tolbert Bain the same exact thing. I said, Reuben Bain is selfish. He was like, dang, Cole, what you mean? I said, because he's going to be leaving in 3 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I say he's selfish. Don't do it. Don't do it, Bain. We need you to keep bringing the pain. But I totally understand, man.